Hello, how's it going? Tainro here, and welcome to a brand new series here on a brand new channel. Yes, today we are on Tainro 2. We are playing a different game than Minecraft. We're playing Jak and Daxter. This is one of my childhood favorite, actually my childhood absolute favorite, a game we're just going to be playing through for the story and just to kind of see how to go through it. If you have not played this game yet, make sure you get it. It's on originally PlayStation 2, they made a remaster on PlayStation 3, and I'm playing it here on PlayStation 4. So without any further ado, we are going to go ahead and jump into the very first cutscene of the game, and yeah, just go ahead and take the game from there. I hope you enjoy.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy, oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Okay, here we are. So,
This device is a
sorry.
communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Okay, let's learn about precursor orbs. Maybe. There we go.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Wonderful. Cool, so this is the secondary kind of collectible throughout the game. You've got power cells or your main one, which we have one right up here. She should come in, letting us know that very shortly.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Cool, so she just told us we need to collect 20 of these. I find it interesting how I'm playing on the PS4 and it says PlayStation 2 right there. Yes, okay, save to the memory card that's built into the system. Okay, so this whole story pretty much wraps around trying to get Daxter, the little orange guy up there on the shoulder, back into his human form. We have to go meet some guy named Gull, and hopefully he can transform us back.
I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Cool, and like she just said, these are scout flies. There are 7 of these scout flies in each area, as we will find out shortly. Love this animation.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
And I bet you're right. So we're here on Geyser Rock, just kind of training to learn the basic movements of the game and how everything works within it. We get exposed to all the different types of, well, not all the different types, the green and blue eco. The blue eco here you see kind of charges you up, makes you run a little bit faster.
Which contains
There we
the
go.
energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Cool, I guess I could just let the game explain what everything is. But what's the fun in that?
Cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Cool. So we're gonna run up here, collect all these different little eco pieces. You see that goes towards our health up in the top left corner. But we have a door here.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Cool, so you kind of understand the idea that the blue eco is
That's a blue
essentially
eco
power.
vent.
Oh, come on.
More concentrated
Forget
than the
about all
floating
these
clusters.
tips and tricks.
This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Cool. I can turn all those hints and tricks and tips and everything off, but I want to keep them on just for the sake of having this be all about the story and how the game works. So, that's our third power cell here on Geyser Rock. We are almost all the way through.
The door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
Perfect. Cool. Now I'm going to be doing a 100% completion.
Energy on the ground are a type of
I cannot
eco.
talk.
Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
Perfect. Just like I was saying earlier. Thanks, Samos. So, anyway, I was saying I'm going to do a 100% completion of this throughout this entire Let's Play.
Jump again in the air to reach
Yep.
even higher ledges.
Can I hit the radio? Ouch. Okay. Anyway. 2 more. There we go. 50 out of 50 orbs for Geyser Rock. Here is the 4th power cell for Geyser Rock. And we already got the 1 for the Scout Flies, so that is all of the Scout Flies. We can check out here. We have all 4 power cells. We have all of the orbs and all of the Scout Flies. So let's go ahead and head back to the gate. I can take this little platform down, charged up with Blue Eco. Anything that has that little symbol on it has Blue Eco, but if you're ever falling from a high place, spin when you hit the ground, and you'll be good. Oops, there we go. Let's go to the Green Sage's hut and see what he has to say about our training.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Cool. So, we start our adventure here. This is where everything begins. We get released into Sandover Village, and this is actually where we're going to be picking up in the next episode because we're going to be calling things off here. Now, before I cut it off, I do want to say he told us to go to the beach, which is over on that side. That's a little house thing off in the distance. But we're going to go into the Forbidden Jungle first. That's with those little rings floating up there. Just because well, it makes things easier. I don't like to go back to places twice. So, if you go to the beach first, you have to come back later, and I'll explain more in the next episode. But make sure you stick around and stay tuned. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to see, well, what else is going to be coming out on this channel, because I can tell you right now, it's going to be more than just this series. Thanks again so much for watching. I will see you next time.